All right, so it's time for another story time from bed, read from this book. This one is Rough Cut Cabin, and actually I'm going to show a different picture first. This is the whole homestead, I guess you could call it. So there's the cabin. I can't quite see the diamond right now, but there's a diamond window in the top. That was my bedroom. And there's our storage for wood. Let's see, it's me and my brother Tom, my mom. Pete is holding Kelly. I don't know if we threw the sled in for a pop of color or what the fuck, I don't know. Back there is the shed, and like a pen around it for the goats. There's let's see, the picture's probably not very clear in this camera, but that's my brother's room. My brothers are really small in that picture. This is the spot that we were building the cabin on. We hadn't quite cleared all the brush yet in this photo. There's just the edge of the very beginning of the frame. And my mom giving Tom a bath, in front of the wood stove. And this, let's see here. This fabric here, so this is 2 logs. This is a big opening. And that fabric we had there to kind of keep the cold from the kitchen room out, unless we were actually using it and heating it. This probably was right after we'd finished the boys' room. It had originally been a greenhouse. Then we decided the boys needed more than just a teeny corner for their beds, so we turned the greenhouse into a room. We'll see there's a front on of the cabin. Up there in the top is that diamond window. I'll look at these in a second. When we first moved to the property in Homer, we lived in an Airstream trailer. The original plan for the house we were going to build was a log cabin style, but in the end, an A-frame was quicker to build, so that's what we ended up with. To build the cabin, we used primarily wood from trees that were on the property. Pete used old-fashioned tools. We didn't have electricity, so power tools weren't an option, like an adz? I don't remember how to pronounce that, A-D-Z, and a draw knife to remove the bark and shape the trees. He cleared all the brush by hand, including pulling out the roots. I was between 7 and 8 or so. I was between 7 and 8, so I helped where I could, but mostly I followed Pete around and handed him tools. Look those tools up online, and it will be easier for you to imagine how much work it was. The first few years, the insulation inside was just covered in clear plastic and burlap. I was so excited when we finally put cedar planks up on the walls in my room because I could never manage to completely cover the plastic with posters. Once the boys got too big for their bunks under my stairs, we converted the greenhouse that was on the side of the cabin into another room. We continued to add space by pulling a shed and the trailer over and putting them up against the cabin. That added quite a bit more space that we're all pretty excited about, but it's hard to close up the gaps between additions, so if the wind was blowing when it snowed, which was most of the time, we ended up with snow in the kitchen. We never truly expected the cabin to last forever, but we were still all very sad when it burned down in the winter of 2011. It will be nice when we can put a little cabin on the property for our whole family to visit and enjoy. And my mom, pregnant, probably with Tom, and our dog Jojo in front of the wood stove. There's me and my dad Pete, my stepdad Pete, and he's the one without a shirt on, I think. Let's see. Yes, he's the one without a shirt on, and his brother Tim is up there. I think that was like our little sauna shed, and they were building this other little A-frame next to it. And they are mooning the camera, and I am going, oh my god, you guys. There's another shot of the shed. We had the big freezer, some storage space, and the goat milking stand in that shed. That one. Okay, so here's a spread of just some pictures, so we'll do that. And there's some Kelly. Oh, more Kelly. I think, let's see, who's in this? Oh my goodness. I think this is itty bitty Tom in a little denim jacket. Oh no, that's Kelly, and there's Tom. Okay, yeah, he's, oh my god, such a, I wish this picture was better quality so you could see the little smiley guy in the middle in the black jacket is Tom, and then Kelly's the little tiny one in a denim jacket. Kelly had his birthday at Don Jose's. That's probably Tom. And then there's a picture of the boys at Bishop's Beach. And then a couple of school pictures of Tom. Maybe Tom had his birthday at Don Jose's too. That's why he's wearing that hat. And then itty bitty Tom in a little black shirt. So cute. See, Mom and Pete and Kelly. Me and Pete. Let's see. Pete posing. Like, go ahead, take a picture. That older guy is Uncle Tom. And there's another time the boys were wearing matching outfits with their dad, Pete. My Aunt Debbie, my mom and I. Totally dug my Aunt Debbie. I mean, I still dig her. We just haven't been in contact for a long time. I don't remember that goat's name, but I think we had that one for a while. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have a little puppet that I made, and it says, I think our puppet show was 3 Billy Goats Gruff. I do not know why my puppet is green and scary. We got that little blue dress. I loved that dress so much. I wore it every chance I could until I grew out of it. I wore it to Mom and Pete's wedding when they finally got married. Oh, that's Mom and probably Tom. I can't see he's too little, sitting on the wood. Oh, it's all frilly and pretty, and God, I couldn't have anything that pretty usually. I mean, look, I'm wearing rubber boots in this picture in the house, probably because it was cold. And jeans and probably like 4 layers. Like, I didn't get to wear cute clothes. That did not make any sense at all. Okay. All right, so some more stories. I gotta take another break.